Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. So as requested over on my Instagram page, I gave you the option. It was between Chris Brown and I think Taylor Swift. Chris Brown won. So Chris Brown is who I'm reading for this Sunday, even though I've read for Taylor already. That was this little secret surprise. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit a thumbs up, remember to subscribe down below, and if you want to be involved with who I read for next, then head over to my Instagram, because I always give you the opportunity to kind of vote over there. So first of all, a happy belated birthday to Chris. We are birthday twins. We share the same birthday, 5th of May, as does Adele. I'm not gonna lie, I found his energy very similar to Drake. I found him very difficult to pin things down. So I'd get things and I'd try and confirm it and be like, is that right? And then it would come back and be something different. This relationship he's in, I know a lot of you are going to be shocked, surprised. I don't know a lot about this. All I've seen is the comments that you guys have left down below. Apparently the girl's younger than him or something like that. This relationship, guys, could go the mile. This relationship could end up in marriage. This relationship could be the one. I feel that she grounds him. By that I mean she brings him back down to earth. She gives him a sense of normality. I don't know who this girl is, but I feel like she's quite normal. I asked what she is and what she does, and I was brought to like clothes and fashion and design, so I don't know whether she does something like that or modelling. But I got the sense that she's pretty normal. She's a normal girl. I don't know where he met her, but I think she's pretty normal. But she grounds him and brings him back down to earth, which is what he needs, because sometimes he just goes off on a tangent and he needs to be brought back down to earth. I felt another baby coming for Chris Brown, a baby boy. I feel like it could be by this girl. So I'm intrigued to see what these cards say. And let's pull some cards for Chris. Okay. Chris Brown, where are we? Chris Brown, where are we? One thing I was really interested in, guys, I asked about Rihanna and I asked about Kirstie, because I know you guys want to hear about it. You know that what I got back was that the relationship that Chris Brown had with Kirstie was way more toxic than the relationship he had with Rihanna. That relationship with Kirstie was toxic. That could come out for the Kirstie, because I've been talking about it. I'll keep that in mind. Right, Chris Brown right now. Chris Brown right now. Where are we? Chris Brown right now. Chris Brown right now. He's preparing for a tour, I'm being told. I don't think there's any more music. I do see him doing something with another man, another male musician. So I don't know whether it's an album or new music. I'm not entirely sure. Chris Brown, where are we? But there is a project he's doing with another man, like another artist or producer, or, you know, specifically a man. So Chris Brown, where are we? Chris Brown. It's really funny. Yeah, this card and this card flipped over when I was shuffling for Chris before I turned on the camera. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. I didn't want it to... And that card. Okay. Chris Brown is a really confusing person, because on one hand with him, I got the sense that he is ready to commit. He wants to be committed. He wants to be tied down. On the other hand, with Chris Brown, he loves women. He loves women. Chris Brown is a very likeable person. I feel like he could get along with anyone. I feel like if you met him, like for example, if we didn't know who he was and he wasn't Chris Brown, you would instantly get on with him. I feel like he's a guy that's easy to get on with. He just has trouble controlling his issues, and sometimes they get the better of him. There is a relationship that Chris Brown still thinks about quite a bit. The reason I want to say that is because we've got the Queen of Cups, the Five of Cups, and then a new beginning. The Queen of Cups is talking about someone he was in relationship with. This person was very kind, very loving, very caring, very giving, would have given him the world. This is not Kirstie. It could be Rihanna. It could be Rihanna. but then part of me wants to say it might not be. Okay. There's a relationship that he thinks about a lot, and he thinks about what he could have done differently and what could have been different, and it plays on his mind a lot. 5 of Cups talks about unhappiness. At the end of the day, the relationship made him unhappy, and the relationship makes him unhappy the more and more he thinks about it. It had to go and it had to end. And it was followed by the Sun, which is a new beginning, and the 2 of Swords, which is peace being restored. The relationship was loving because we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a loving person representing a loving situation. But it also brought a lot of pain and a lot of unhappiness, and it had to go. And he found it very difficult to deal with, very hard to deal with. But after that came the Chariot, which is full steam ahead, which is where now we go into the current. His new beau, I feel, is a Queen of Wands. She is very, I keep pulling on different people that I've read for because I'm recognising the traits. She reminds me of the energy I got for, what's her name? Hailey Baldwin. She is very, babe, why don't you try this? Baby, why don't you try that? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about doing that? Full of ideas. Full of ideas, full of passion, full of creativity, full of vision. She has her own ambitions and has her own goals and knows what she wants to do in life, and she's very ambitious, this woman, or girl. As some of you've been saying, I can't wait. I always, after I read for someone, I always go and have a look at like their Instagram and I Google them to see if I've got anything right. So I can't wait to see how old this girl is and who she is, because I'm intrigued. I don't know who she is. Justice card reversed talks about something not working out in your favour, and actually that's followed by the 10 of Swords reversed, which talks about ruin. Where do they fit? Let me take away these cards and let me see where they fit, because honestly, that's the past relationship. That Queen of Wands is definitely the new girl. Let me see what these are for, because has he got some kind of lawsuit or something going on? What are these cards for Chris Brown about? What are these cards for Chris Brown about? Lots of Swords energy. What are these cards for Chris Brown about? Okay. Very representational of his energy. Chris Brown's not scared to take risks, and he takes a lot of risks. 7 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay. There's something going on here. What have you done, Chris? What have you done? I didn't see this coming. This isn't anything to do with the relationship. Or is it? Alright. There's something dodgy about this girl, guys. I was wrong. There is a long-term relationship for Chris. There's something dodgy about this girl. She's a risk. She's a risk, and the Knight of Cups talks about someone who comes in and offers you great dreams and illusions and is fun, life of the party, soul of the party, someone you want to be around all the time. But someone who's a bit flaky, can't really be trusted, can't really be relied upon. You shouldn't really take them for their word. If you fall for the Knight romantically, they may offer affection, but you may feel uncertain about their potential as a long-term partner. 7 of Cups is about confusion. There's some doubts here. There are some doubts here. Something is not right. 5 of Swords talks about defeat, and the 8 of Swords is about denial. Justice card reversed, defeat. What is this 10 of Swords reversed? Ruin. Chris, what have you got yourself into? Is this the relationship, really? Oh dear, okay. Maybe she is using him. This is really hard, guys, because I'm not getting no definitive answers. Oh. Oh. Okay. Right, 1 second. Oh wow, okay. There's some kind of drug problem here, guys. This isn't her, this is him. This is all him. Oh wow, I didn't see this coming. Okay, when I picked the behind crystals for Chris Brown, I picked up the rose quartz, which I have never been pulled, not that men can't use it, but it is quite a feminine crystal, rose quartz. It is about self-love. I think Chris Brown's got a drug problem. We've got detox and we've got clean up your mess. We've got lend a hand. I think he needs some help, and feel the well. He needs some upliftment. I felt that he was fine, but maybe, do you know what? It's been so hard to break into his energy. Chris Brown's a Taurus. We're very private and we're good at hiding things. So we're good at pretending that things are okay when things are not okay. And that is maybe why I couldn't get into his energy, because I didn't think I was going to have to pull the angel cards for this, but I think I am. Wow, okay. I didn't expect this. I feel like he's pretending that he's okay. He needs some help. There's some... Okay, here we go. We're getting into it now. I can feel it. Ooh. There's some deep, deep, deep pain with him. Okay, what healing does Chris Brown need? What healing does Chris Brown need? What healing does Chris Brown need? I just didn't see this. Okay. Is this girl... Okay. I said in my head, I said, is this girl part of this drug? Yeah, she's a party girl. Why did I see her as a long-term partner? Oh, I hope not. Is Chris Brown got a drug problem? What is going on with Chris Brown's drug problem? Wow, guys, I did not see this coming. What is going on with Chris Brown's drug problem? And what is he hiding? Because there's... Yeah, he's just not okay. Ugh. Same cards. Same cards. Chris Brown's health and drug problem. It's related to his mental health. Oh my god, guys. That just came out as well. It's related to his health, his mental health. I feel like he can't cope with the thoughts. Oh god, there's so much coming out now. For the world, clean your mess, lend a hand, detox. Okay. Could be that I haven't shuffled them well enough. That those 4 cards would come out again. That could be that I haven't shuffled well enough. But it's a bit weird, not gonna lie. Can't say that's ever happened before. What have we got? 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Oh my god. I'm really shocked, because the initial energy that I got from... Sorry, my table is just not big enough. The initial energy that I got from Chris Brown was that he was fine and everything was fine. But when you dig a little bit deeper, there's some real pain there. Chris Brown loves to be in a relationship because he wants to be taken care of. He wants someone to take care of him. He wants to be looked after. He wants someone to wrap him up in a big woolen blanket and rock him back and forth and tell him everything's going to be okay, baby. Everything's going to be fine. He hasn't found that woman yet. So he sleeps around, and he could have a sex addiction. He sleeps around and he takes drugs and he drinks to numb this pain. The only joy in his life that I see, honestly, is his daughter. But I did see there's a baby boy. I don't know how close the baby boy is, but I do feel like there's a son to come for Chris Brown. Oh gosh, I don't even know what to say. This girl, why did I see her as a long-term partner? I feel like he's committed to her. Like, I feel like the sleeping around may have stopped for her. I feel like she... I need to know with this girl whether she is part of this drug addiction problem. Is this girl part of the problem? Is this girl part of the problem? Is this girl part of the problem? Is she enabling the problem? Is this girl enabling the problem for Chris Brown? Is she enabling the problem for Chris Brown? Is she enabling the problem for Chris Brown? 3 of Wands. Is she enabling the problem for Chris Brown? Is she enabling? Okay. Is she enabling the problem for Chris? Is she enabling the problem for Chris? Okay. An engagement to this girl, but it's just not the right thing. The 5 of Cups has come up twice now. It's not the right thing. 2 of Pentacles, there's some financial issues. Let me tell you something, this is a mess. I can't even read this. I'm gonna be honest, I've never... 5 of Swords is defeat. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Chris Brown has got some kind of mental health issue. Like, I cannot read for the life of me what these cards mean. They are all over the place. 5 of Swords underneath the Lover's card, reversed. Someone who cannot be trusted or relied upon. Someone who comes in and pretends. Okay, there we go. Same as with him, with her. When I first tapped into her energy, she's there, she's doing the cooking, she's doing the cleaning, she's picking him up, she's pretending to be there for him. It's all false. It's all false. It's not real. She wants from him. She wants something from him. Oh man, I honestly thought like a wolf in sheep's clothing. She seems as though she wants to help, and seems as though she wants to be there, and seems as though she wants to do right by him, but actually she doesn't. There is positivity coming for Chris, because I did see that as well. That I did see a positive kind of ending for him, which is the World and the Sun. So see, the World and the Sun are exactly what they say they are. The Sun is a brand new beginning, fresh, new growth. You know, the World is the world. You know, that's the best card you could possibly want or get. That's, you know, having the whole world in your palm. And to me, that also represents birth. Alright, because this relationship won't last. And I'm giving it 8 months because that's what they're saying to me. I'm giving it 8 months because his addiction, whatever it is, I do feel like it's drugs or alcohol or sex or all 3. Can't quite work it out, but it's going to get bad. And I can see someone like his mum or someone stepping in and going, whoa, 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 what the is going on? Don't think we'll ever hear about it, to be honest, because like I said, he is a great actor, a great pretender. He's great at hiding this stuff. 4 of Swords reversed, just flipped over. So, okay. 4 of Swords reversed, guys, is about illness and disruption. Indicates a short illness and time away from familiar surroundings, such as a short stay in hospital. Alternative, he might be going into rehab. There might be some rehab for him. Let me tell you, might be some rehab for him at the end of this, because I just don't feel, I feel like this girl's an enabler, and she may even be sourcing these drugs. Ace of Wands, success. Okay, right, what is the future holding? I'm talking about a year from now for Chris, because I do feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like there is again, the Sun flipped over. there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel for Chris. I don't know if it's going to allow me to tap into it because this is really quite dark. I do feel like there's a marriage for him. I do feel like there is a marriage for Chris. Okay, future for Chris. Future for Chris. Okay, future for Chris. Future for Chris Brown. 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 I need the clarity because this is honestly, there is such a muddle of cards here, I can't even begin. Future for Chris Brown. Future for Chris Brown. These cards are honestly all over the place, honestly. There's no clarity because on one hand it's like this guy has got two sides to him, because I've got positive cards, like I've got the Magician, meaning you can create anything, you can basically magic up whatever you want to magic up. You know, we've got the Sun, a brand new beginning. We've got the Three of Wands, creativity and success. And then, you know, we've got the Five of Swords, which is defeat. I feel like the darkness, honestly, and the deep darkness of his thoughts scare him. And so he pretends that everything's fine, and he pretends that everything is okay, and he self-medicates and he tries to make himself feel better. But really, I don't think he's okay. Honestly, I'm going to pull one more card of each kind of my decks and see what we get. So, one tarot card for Chris Brown, please. One tarot card for Chris Brown. See if I can get some clarity, because at the moment, honestly, I'm confused. I just want one tarot card for Chris Brown. Okay. One simple answers card for Chris Brown, please. One simple answers card for Chris Brown. One simple answers card for Chris Brown. They gave me two. Okay, fine. It's fine. Yes, okay. There's definitely a baby boy coming. They keep saying baby boy, baby boy. Right, one angel card for Chris Brown, please. One angel card for Chris Brown. One angel card for Chris Brown. What does he need? What healing does he need? I really didn't think, honestly, they would be... Okay, yeah. I really didn't think it would be this difficult to read for Chris Brown. I thought he would be quite an easy energy to pick up on, honestly. But it's the complete opposite. There's some kind of decision that he needs to make, because both the Hangman and obviously Decide the Outcome talk about a decision that needs to be made. The Hangman usually talks about taking a step back, something being out of your control, and instead of obsessing over it and, trying to outweigh all outcomes and everything like that, just stepping back and seeing it from a point of view that's maybe further away. Invest in your spirit. There is some self there and hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognise your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. There is some real... he needs some help. He's got to decide whether to continue down this road of unhappiness and toxicity and abuse of himself, even though he's familiar with it, even though this is normal to him. He has lived this way for a long time. He's also covered it up for a long time and made it seem normal. He's got to decide whether he's going to carry on like that or whether he is going to choose hope and love. He's got to take a step back and think, wait a minute, is this what I want? Honestly, guys, when I asked to see what decision he'd make, all I can see is clouds. I think his mind and his head is so boggled. And also, one of the very first things I heard when I meditated for Chris Brown was that he's been a victim of his own success. I don't think Chris Brown was built for fame, because some people can take fame and it can do different things to them, and some people it can push them, and it can elevate them, it can make them feel good. Some people, it can hold them back and it can give them anxiety and make them feel ill. And some people, it can just make them very toxic and angry and bitter. And I don't feel that fame has had the best effect on Chris Brown. Let's put it that way. I feel like it's been quite challenging for him, should we say. But it's like he can't see it. It's like it's been challenging and it's been hard, but he can't see it. He thinks that's kind of just the way it is, and this is how everyone is, and this is how everyone deals with it. Because it's so much his norm, he can't kind of see it. The relationship will end, but I can't see beyond that point of whether he's gonna choose to go down and lead a good life, or whether he's going to continue with this toxicity. I hope that he gets the help he needs. Honestly, I feel like he needs some Jhené Aiko in his life. I feel like they would actually be a really good couple, because I feel like she would give him the healing tools that he needs, and he would give her the upliftment and excitement that she needs. I feel like they'd be quite a good match. So if either of you are watching, maybe give that a go. Let's just send Chris Brown some love. Honestly, one of the most difficult readings I have ever had. I have found it so difficult to tap into his energy. I'm sorry I couldn't give more, but honestly, I just feel like his mind and his energy and his spirit is all over the place. So let's just send him some love and light. Thank you so much for watching, lovelies. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Do hit a thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, comment down below who you'd like to see me read for next, and head over to my Instagram so you can be involved with who I read for next and have your say and vote on that. And I will see you soon for another video. Bye, lovelies.